evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
Oh, damn.
What do you think?
Oh,
Well,
hi, everybody.
I was just posting on that book of face, just reminding people that we're on right now.
Facebook.
Do you know what?
Welcome to another edition of the Heikadelic Show. Woohoo.
Last week we had some pretty good numbers, and I put a whack of invites out and just did it up a little differently.
Not ringing in my ears.
Hey, do you guys ever feel like the Bradys?
No, but we've been cited for copyright on that a few times now. I noticed, but it's weird because it says it's they just not going to do anything.
Is that from Twitch?
Yeah, whatever.
So maybe
No,
we
it's
gotta
from
play the Dickies version
from
of that.
YouTube.
Have you ever heard it? Have you ever heard the Dickies version of that, George?
The what?
Yes,
The Dickies version.
that's the
Yeah, I
band.
have. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that? No, it's it's one of the bands that does it. Isn't there a few?
I've heard their version of White Christmas as well. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's all rough? No, that's the Pogues.
Oh, that's what's his Shane McGowan, is it?
Yeah.
Is he still alive? Is he dying?
Our Hollywood Squares.
Well, if I had to guess, if Shane McGowan is still alive, I would probably guess that he's dead. I'm thinking.
I think he's on the verge of it or something.
1957, born. Shane McGowan in 2010. He fucking could still be alive to present.
Okay. There you
Years active, 1977 to present. So that's the band. So
Nice outfit you got there, George.
Matching your hat.
I think he's still alive. He's age 65.
Wow.
I don't think he's in good shape though.
Not if he lived anything like his songs.
No, I think he's really not well.
Oh, look at that. Oh, hey, nice hat, George.
Oh, look at that.
Lean forward just like that, George. Yeah.
Oh, the hat trick.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? Have you guys been watching the the post hockey after the death of the Leafs? I mean,
No.
Vegas and Florida. Oh my God, what an awesome matchup.
Oh, okay. So they're still playing?
Oh God, yeah. Like last night was there was it last night or the night before now? I'm losing track. What day is it today? Monday?
Monday.
I think it was Saturday night.
Yeah.
They played and it was just a brawl partway in.
So how far along is it
three?
now?
Game one. Game one.
Was that a game one? Okay.
Stanley Cup playoff.
It's the finals? That's
Yep.
the last two teams?
And it was a brawl.
That's it. Yeah.
Vegas and Florida. Interesting.
Yeah, but you know what? Florida kicked
The two
Leafs
hottest
out.
cities where hockey should never be.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Like, come on.
Does sound right.
Point. You're not wrong. But yeah, I think it's just like Florida, faster team. Their goalie's awesome. Goalie won that series against the Leafs for sure. And just a faster team and aggressive, right? They like to fight. Not that I advocate that part, but
Yeah, and Vegas is they're a pretty new team, right? They've only been around a couple of years.
Yeah, relative to
Like
the other
3?
teams, brand new. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Hey, you want to
um,
know something? Okay, I think I've been with you guys now like a couple of years.
yeah.
One thing
Yeah.
I've noticed that's consistent every year, we know nothing about fucking hockey.
Well, normally what happens is people have a team and they follow their team, and when their
Yeah.
team's out, they're done. Our
Yeah.
team sucks balls, and they're out right
Yeah.
at the beginning every season, so we don't know much about hockey.
So George,
Yeah.
what about your team that's not a hockey team? I know
Oh,
you're
I watched.
doing pretty good.
Which team's that?
Oh, which team, man?
Man United. Well, they got beat in the final, but that was always going to happen.
Oh, did they?
The FA Cup.
What the hell? Oh,
Yeah.
Manchester.
I mean, they finished third in the league, so they're
Yeah.
in what they call the Champions League next year, and they won a trophy in March. So, yeah, because they were absolute shite this time last year. We're all saying it's going to take years for them to get anywhere near back to what they used to be, but got a new
I
manager.
thought
and
George
he's well,
George had an idea just then. It's like that little light bulb went off.
What?
Mm.
I just had a
But-
video game start playing on my screen.
So
Oh,
what do you mean
really?
you know nothing about hockey? I've been watching hockey through the series, and this
No.
Florida- Yeah.
Heiko and we just every year we start talking about it, but then we're like, fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah, like
Well, I think the
like-
hockey thing, to me, it's like you said there, that like hockey. Well, to me, first of all, I've told you before, the fighting is part of the sport. Like with
Yeah.
soccer, it's not allowed. I always found that a culture shock when I came here. And so I've always found it hard to kind of get into.
closest thing to get to a fight is somebody tries to block a high soccer ball and ends up winding on the other guys, and he gets being.
Well, they just kick him out.
Yeah,
Like
see,
that.
in hockey they fight, and in soccer they do theatrics on the green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rolling around and grabbing
what's the money
limbs and-
difference in between the average soccer player, professional NHL player compared to like what's the top league?
Yeah,
They
but see,
how do
in
they rank
hockey,
them? It's
hockey
like
it depends how
divisions,
good
right?
you are, right? The guys that start out in hockey are pretty low, but the other guys are millions of dollars per year. I don't know what soccer is. George might know.
Yeah, they're like hundreds of thousands of pounds a week.
Yeah,
you know.
they're multi-millionaires
Yeah,
compared to
Yeah.
what hockey and stuff is, right?
yeah. Some of them are. Yeah. I mean, look at like Ronaldo, who went over to Qatar. I think he's gone over for 400 million, like over 2
What?
years.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's just
400.
a little league out in the Middle East.
400 million.
Yeah.
2 years.
For 2 years.
That's
And then another guy who was like his rival, Messi. They were like the two best European players.
Yeah.
They've offered him 6 million to go over, 600 million to go and play for 2 years.
that's absurd. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
yeah, she was
Saturday.
saying Saturday was the game. Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
So when's
those
the
guys,
next one,
make
then?
a total ass out of themselves sometimes, eh, George?
Who?
Huh?
Who does?
Some of them footballers with all that
Oh,
money.
they spend more time in the hairdressers and on the training pitch, some of those guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of their asses, what about your
Well-
backside, George?
So when's the
Ching.
that's enough.
Wait, we have to do it, right?
When's game
You gotta
2
play.
then?
Gotta play the dude.
That was game
When's
1
game
on Saturday.
There he is.
Hey folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside, and you can catch George out in the clubs DJing, that's right, flipping those discs, and whatever else he does. But hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
All
So
right.
let's have a look what we got down here. Here we go.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a
June
look.
5th.
Let's have a looky.
So tonight,
All right.
Oh, we
Go away.
I think
back
it's
here.
I think it's the Flash. Oh, that's your T-shirt. Sorry.
Flash, backsides. We get it all here on the
I
Heikadelic
can't
show.
even make that out. Oh, it's a
Stevie Nicks.
silhouette.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks.
Oh, wait.
Okay, give us a
Okay,
little
so-
background on the background.
1960
Is that like a pilot?
1966.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
You want to know something? I could go with Tina Turner on that. That looks like a leg and a.
Oh yeah, I just got eaten by Pac-Man.
Not Tina Turner.
Mm.
Prince?
Flash
This
that
isn't
back
like
there.
some odd Prince thing, is it?
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince, 1966.
Oh, 66. Okay.
66.
1966.
Yeah.
Male, female artist. I'm going with female.
Male.
It is a male artist.
Male.
1966. It's male solo artist.
No, it's a band.
It's a band.
Oh,
And is it a 4-piece band with one very popular person?
A 3-piece band with one outstanding member, but they were all well known at the time. The drummer is particularly well known as well, so we throw that in for you, Derek.
So
it wouldn't be Rush.
69.
No, it's not.
Genesis.
Rush.
Genesis.
What was that one?
Genesis.
Genesis. Oh, that's a good one.
Peter Frampton.
Peter Frampton.
Wow. You guys are getting buzzed big time.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Wait a second. Let's do some investigating here.
All right.
Okay, so 69.
Any guesses from our fans?
How
Come
many?
on.
Okay, is the band still together? Wait a second.
No, the band isn't still together.
Kathy's
They disbanded back in, I think it was like 70.
Okay, so
But
disbanded.
one of the main guys is still going today as like went solo. Well, he went with the band and solo, and he's still going today.
And is that guy that's covered right there?
No,
That
that's
guy-
the name of the album.
Oh,
which
that's
is also,
the name of the album. So it is a 3-piece.
Yeah.
It's not Cream.
Is it Cream? Is it Cream? Let's see.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get that one, Derek?
Still got it there.
69 3-piece, and they were done pretty early. I just figured Cream.
There, look
Yeah.
at what did Kathy say? Eric Clapton was Cream.
Ginger
Eric Clapton, what?
Baker,
Yeah.
and my God, Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, and
Jack Bruce
Jack Bruce, right?
on bass.
And
All right, we'll
Jack
give this
Bruce
to Kathy as well. We'll play this for
30 or
Kathy.
something?
Hang on.
Kathy was 30 seconds.
All right.
Huh.
Kathy was 30 seconds after Derek
Oh, it's
Yeah.
after Derek.
or
Oh,
before?
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, she had to type it right, so it could have been like pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
She
probably,
she could have sent the signal out.
she was
Yeah.
figuring out how to spell
Yeah.
Clapton. Eric
Kareem.
Clapton. Cream, yeah.
Well, nicely done, people.
Yeah, it's a good one. I didn't think it'd
Yes.
go that. Well, I thought it'd either go sort of, there's not that many bands, right?
Yeah.
No,
Three
Not from
pieces
that
from
era.
like.
Yeah. Okay, Kathy, I'll give it to you.
No, that's
Kathy,
yeah.
No, that wouldn't
equal.
be right.
I
That's a
did
dead
kind
heat.
of drag it out a little bit.
She's a professional.
all right, Kathy.
I think they only did about 3 albums.
Hey, Kathy, I'll tell you what.
Uh-oh.
I'll share the prize with you.
Free tickets
Okay.
for the next
Yeah,
show.
we'll split it. Right down the center.
All right.
Dutch.
Okay,
All right.
all right. Sounds
Derek
good.
got it a few seconds after Derek, I think. Derek
Oh,
got it. Derek got it a few seconds after Derek, I think.
Okay.
Okay, that's supposed to
All right.
be like.
That could go either way. That could go
No, I
either
think
way.
Kathy's drinking right
That's
now. Right?
that's Chingrish.
Right.
She's having double vodkas of great.
Oh, okay.
There could go.
So, did you guys do anything cool this week or have anything fun happen?
No,
Oh,
been working on the pool.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
son
yeah?
just played a soccer game. They just won. That was awesome.
Yes.
It was a close game, and those ones are the best.
Well, actually, I watched the TFC game on Saturday night. They were in where were they? Oh, forgotten where they were, but they were back to usual form, not winning.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
they tied it.
I went and I took all the luck.
Yeah, I think you were the one game they're going to win all year. Yeah,
Suck the
Mhm.
luck out of it.
Oh.
you lucked out on
I
that
guess
one.
we'll have to go again.
Who were they playing? I can't remember. It's gone now.
Oh.
But it was one of those where it's
Nice.
1-0 till about the 90th minute, and then the other side equalised.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you want to know something I want to talk about? Because I can guarantee every one of us here at some point in our life, one point
Nope.
or another, whether we're fucking 14
Nope.
or
Nope.
fucking
Never happened. Nope.
74.
Not a chance.
Where does that fucking one nose hair come from that just tickles you? Right? It's not there, and then all of a sudden, like fucking, like you can go in there, like you trim everything out, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, ding,
It's
Yeah, and go
it's a
pull it out and
special
see
it's
what
a
happens.
special hair. It folds. It grows right from the corner, and it folds itself in half, and it hangs on to the other ones.
Go
And
pull
then
it
at the
out,
right
Derek.
time,
Yeah,
it lets
feels
go,
after.
and then you got it sticking out, and it tickles, and you're trying to jam it back in, and it's just brutal.
Well, if I pull my nose hairs, guaranteed every time I'll get a zit. It's crazy. I get like
Yeah.
a huge whitehead on the inside of my nose, man. Every time. I can't do that.
Yeah,
So I have to
yeah.
trim.
No,
Yeah.
I get like a pimple if I pull it out, and it hurts like a
Yeah.
it's-
Because
yeah.
he got punched in the nose.
Okay, so I can't figure out. Okay, so a friend of
Who?
ours is a esthetician or something, and she does like
Okay.
some back waxing and stuff. So we were talking one night, and I said like, so the wax, like I'd be down on that. It'd be.
I've
fun
tried
to do
different
that.
waxes.
But do you ever see on YouTube people will wax their nose hairs?
Yeah.
Gee.
That's messed up.
No, but like, okay, so when that happens, what?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it? Like, because if you pull one nose hair, I guess it gets infected, or it's like an ingrown hair. It just hurts like a mofo. But
Yep.
but like, imagine pulling a whole bunch out like that. Your nose would be on fire for weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I think the nose hairs are especially strongly rooted because every time you see them do that on YouTube, the first time they slip, it doesn't come out. It's still stuck in the nose, and the guy's face is he's freaking, and they go to grab it again, and he runs away crying and shit like that.
Well, it would bring
I
tears
don't
to
know,
your
man.
eyes. I mean, I've not seen it, but I would imagine it would bring tears to your eyes pretty quick. Anything in your nose.
Make a wish. Keisha,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hang on a second.
Oh.
That could be misconstrued in so many
Yes.
ways. So
The
moving
wish is,
on.
I wish I
Right.
never pulled it out.
That's right.
Oh.
Green room.
Oh,
Junior's on.
Junior's in the green room.
Now why is it called
No
a green
kidding.
room?
Okay.
that's right. I just had the same question. Why is a green room called a green room?
Great
When they're not
minds.
green.
I wondered that myself. I'm not really sure why they call it the green room. Derek, look it up.
Is it because there's a snooker table in there or something like that?
A what?
I don't know.
Snooker
The last
table.
studio that
Snooker.
I was at,
Table in a green room.
it was undrywalled studs with junk. It wasn't
Or is
green.
it the original green rooms have lots of plants?
I know what a
Something-
green screen is, but not a.
A
So the
green
green
screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when
Okay.
Green
So-
traffic. Is it green?
The green,
I don't know.
the green
Something.
room is where the actors would meet for the performances to entertain their friends, also known as the screen room or the screening room, which were green.
So they were green.
Yeah. So the back were green. They would have, yeah.
Most
Fun
of the
fact
rich
on that. I've been in Robert De Niro's screening
But
room.
who knows? What's this from? This is from the fucking Guardian. So let's see. Here, I'm gonna go like this, random, and let's see what Wicca Wand says about green room.
Yeah.
In business, a green room is a space or theater or venue, the function of a waiting room. No shit, but why is it called a green room?
Yes, that's the question.
Yeah.
We know what it is. We don't know why it's a green room.
Hey Siri. Why is a green room called a green room?
Oh, she's confused.
She doesn't know either.
Oh no, she found shit. Here you go.
All right.
She just okay. So this is through Wikipedia, and it was kind of like what I was just saying.
Gotta be true.
Let me see if there's an actual origin of it. The origin of the term is often accredited to such historical beginnings painted historically being painted green. So I guess the rooms were historically being painted green. Modern rooms in modern rooms need not necessarily adhere to specific color and scheme. Okay, so I guess they were green back in the day.
Okay.
In the English
So
theater.
they're literally green rooms.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the Robert De Niro green room?
Yeah. Been a while.
Wasn't that the green door?
Deb? What's going on?
Robert De Niro green room.
Yeah, no. So I actually,
or was that the casting couch? Oh, I better not put that in. Whoa! don't look up that, Siri.
No, don't look up casting couch.
Yeah,
Robert De Niro green room.
No, Ringo's got a story. You mentioned it.
Kathy gave me her casting coach.
With Robert De Niro.
It's one of those Cleopatra chairs or couches, you know, the kind where, I mean, you see them in every porn, right? So
Who was the director who took off? Was it Roman Polanski? Because he was in the hot tub with a 14-year-old girl or something, 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
Why are you even talking about that?
No, because you just reminded me of something. Okay, so this is how fucked up Hollywood is. Like Jack Nicholson, right? He was in that same hot tub.
Was he?
At the same time, yeah.
At the same time?
Yes, at the exact same time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit.
Wasn't that the era of Marilyn Manson?
Yes, yeah. It's right around. Yeah, a lot of weird shit happened back then, man. All the musicians, 14-year-old girls. Look how many musicians with 14-year-old girls. Right? Elvis. Fucking like Jerry
It's all
Lee
alleged.
Lewis.
We can't
she was
really
like
talk about that.
13 or something.
It's not alleged. It's all proven.
If it's on the internet,
they've been married to them. They took them on tour. They have records of it all.
Jerry Lee Lewis. I think she was even his cousin or something.
She was.
On that note, let's invite Junior in.
It's going to be one of those shows tonight.
He'll keep us balanced here.
That's right, Junior.
Oh man, I got into a yelling match at the soccer with some old man. He starts yelling like he got hurt, right? And he's like, "Oh, well, it was this." And it's like, shut the fuck. Well, I didn't say shut the fuck up because I had a little more class, but no, I almost did. I did this though. I did the handshake and then like a on him.
Yeah.
That was a great segue.
So you're one of those soccer parents, aren't you?
I was because you don't. When somebody, their team, it was a clear trip. The kid tripped our player, right? We go, and he's like, he was going after the ball. It's like, no, the ball had been passed. The other player already had it, and he kicked his foot. It was a trip, right?
Yes.
So, and who knows? Maybe there was pushing before that we don't know about. But anyways, he tripped him. And Buddy's like started lipping. So I got angry. Like, kids hurt lying on the ground. You don't start saying shit. So I said shit. Don't
Sometimes
hit
you have
the
to.
dog for what is it? Don't hit the kid for hitting.
Yeah.
I'm so lost right now.
Sometimes you have to because the hockey or soccer parents, some of them should not be at a child's game.
No.
They should stay home.
The guy, he's the guy sitting on the ground smoking, yelling at the kids. Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta right.
Yeah.
When I used to coach soccer. I know it's kind of like Will Ferrell. Like I just, the kids would just, they loved me, but probably hated for me, like, because I was like very engaged as a coach.
Yeah.
But
I found the worst was in hockey. We had a.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What? We had a hockey dad that was like that, and he would yell at his kid. Constantly, and it was all negative. No matter what that poor girl did, he was fucking yelling at her and yelling at her.
I had that.
And we actually got together as other parents, and we kicked him out of the rink. We told him to get the hell out, go home. But we're going to bring your daughter home at the end of the game. Don't come back.
Wow.
And ever since then, she played so good.
Yeah.
She's scared of her dad. Her dad was an absolute asshole. And probably after the game, she got to listen to the bullshit all the way home and cry and whatever. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
If you're that good at hockey and that tough, why aren't you out there playing for a team? Yeah. No, you're yelling at little kids. You're trying to have a good time, right?
No, I had a friend like that. I used to go, like, my son was playing, my youngest son played hockey, and he'd go to, the rink on a Friday night or whatever it was, early in the evening, and he was, like, giving him, like, I'm like, Rob, like, you know what I mean? They're just kids, you know?
Yeah. The way I look at it, and this is taking me, like, a few years to understand this, too, right?
Pickleball.
I pay, like, and not that anybody else is different, but I'm saying, like, I pay rep, right? We're paying for our coaches,
right?
My job is to be a parent and get my kid there on time.
Yes.
Make sure my kid is properly dressed, whether they have to do it themselves or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they, if you're late, well, you have to do your extra lap or whatever, right? So let's go. I want my coach to yell at my kid. I don't want my coach to abuse my kid. I want my coach to be passionate. No, you got to get up there. What are you doing?
100%. You know what? Because I've been watching.
But I don't want a parent to do it. Sorry, that was my whole point. I don't want a parent sitting there yelling, "Oh, you go, kid." No, I pay for them to do that, and it's taken me a long time to figure that out.
But the coaches should have passion. Like when it gets to an age where,
it's the kids who want to play
and stuff like that, especially in rep league. You know what? Get engaged. This stuff about, we're all out here to have fun. No, you're out here to win.
That's right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with,
a winning
putting out there that second place is first place for losers, right?
Yeah.
It really, I'm, because you know what? Then it's okay to lose in life.
Well, no, that's what house league's for, right?
But you know what, though?
House league.
I know you need to lose to learn.
And if you want to play rep, you're trying out for a team, right? You're trying out. Now, house league is house league. That's where you go and have fun, boys, right?
Or your rep league.
And it's funny. You say rep league, and yes, boys rep league. The coaches will yell at the boys and tell them to get their off their asses and skate, and do all that shit, right? With rep girls hockey, it doesn't happen. You can't do that.
Oh,
it's no matter what the coach does or what the coach says. If the girls are together in the change room before the game and it's not happening, it's not happening.
So
that's it.
But
they're a totally different breed.
But is that not up to the coach to figure out how to make them to coordinate?
The coaches can try. I've had two girls and they've been in hockey for many, many years, and so I've seen it through all the years. The coaches are pretty much screwed if the girls don't want to play.
But you know what? Like,
or if they have some stuff going on in the change room where half the team is with this girl and the other half
You were
with this
with
girl,
Betty,
two girls
and I
are
don't
fighting
like
and
her.
shit. Oh my god!
She's
Oh
a
my god!
second string player.
I don't know.
It's so different.
I don't know. I would think that maybe at a certain age, but I know a lot of teams that are, like say women's league and stuff like that, and they're aggressive.
That's different. That's women now.
Oh,
You're not talking about girls anymore, right?
No.
Yeah. But the best hockey coach
league are crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like aggressive.
The best hockey coach though.
Aggressive.
And I think everybody should have a hockey coach like this. Is just like the one on Letterkenny. That's a hockey
there you
coach.
go.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
That's a fucking embarrassment. Kicks the garbage can.
I love those two.
That is the coaches we have right now. It's like if you're screwing up, like you're lollygagging around because they're 11, 12-year-old boys, right? They doop-da-doop-da-do. The coach goes, "Yo, what are you doing?" Right? and he lets you know.
Yep.
Junior, have you played hockey in your past?
Have I played hockey?
Yeah.
Actually, I played rep right from Pee Wee on, and I actually played junior A at the age of 15.
So did your coach ever yell at you guys?
Absolutely. I was going to say earlier, two things that gone on coach-wise. I'll answer yes. It was that inspirational coach, which is what you want, similar to what Derek was saying. The parent thing has gone a little bit out of hand in a lot of sports, but yet that's what we all are true cheerleaders. That's what inspired the kids to play.
Oh shit! The Vegas game's on now.
It's tonight. I was going to say if it's Saturday, it'd have to be tonight, right?
Yeah, and then it's on June 8th and June 10th.
Are you serious? 0-4 for Vegas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they're killing it.
They're fighting. They're fighting back.
I had to run down to Canadian Tire to get a battery for my ATV tonight, and there was a Vegas ball cap there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Vegas Knights, right? Just one ball cap. But what was a shame was it was exactly the same price as the Leaf caps, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The Leaf caps they should be giving away so they can.
And
there should be a promotional thing. It should be promotional. Actually, I think the Leafs caps should all have a $5 bill inside them.
I think what we ought to do is have a bonfire at your place, Heiko. Bring all of our Leaf gear over and burn it.
Well, I burned my shirt.
Because I'm either going to...
How many people here could say they do not own one Leaf thing?
Oh, I have lots of Leaf stuff.
Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah, you're not a hockey guy, though.
I do not have one Leaf thing. Like, I think I
really
might have had something from back in the day, but not.
I got T-shirts, hoodies, jackets, coats, flags. Fuck, it's crazy.
I got some jerseys and stuff that are pretty cool. Like I got a Sidney Crosby signed his first year, the A.
Well, in 1992, I bought so much Leafs crap, I must have paid for all the hockey pucks they used that season.
That's a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Pretty bad. I used to have the Leafs flags on my car, one on each side.
Oh, right.
You're one of those guys, are you?
Fuck, man. When I worked on the highway, I used to find them all over the place.
Yeah, the cheap ones. People always bought the cheap ones with the little skinny handle with the ball on the.
They smoke a joint on the highway. They put their back windows down. Fucking boing.
Yeah, those people smoking joints. Yeah, it's all them.
Like when the World Cup, the difference. Like in England, my friends in England don't understand like what the World Cup is here in Canada, as opposed to like back home, because it's so international, right? You got Italians here, Portuguese, Brazilians, you name
Yeah.
it, Greeks, everything. So when the World Cup is on, everyone's flying the flags around Toronto, right?
Right.
And which is great,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
I remember one time I had me, across the St. George, 2 flags on the back of the van, and I was going into Toronto. I was at the DVP, and I was coming off at Shepherd that way, right? And there's this guy beeping me like behind me, and I'm like, "What's his problem?" I'm not drifted in whatever, and he's beeping away at his horn like crazy, right? I thought, I don't remember cutting him off or anything, Anyway, we get to the lights, and he pulls up alongside me, and I thought, here we go, he's going to give me abuse. And he had the Toronto Sun, the front set, the middle section, big picture of the German football World Cup team, and he's like showing it me. He's going,
George, I have to say, when I went to soccer, it's a different crowd, guys. Especially when you're up top, right? Like it's like, oh my God. So my first time there, and there's some guys in the back, and they're going, and I have no idea. And then you start listening, and it's like, wait a second. He's saying something DC United. Wait a second. He's doing a DC United chant. Right?
Yeah.
So and there's a little group of them. I guess they all bought tickets together, right?
Oh, the songs are very important. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I say it to my son's soccer team, right? I'm like, dude, they're all chanting for DC United. Yeah. So all the soccer team starts going TFC, TFC, right? And then got everybody doing TFC, so you couldn't hear DC until they stopped doing it. Yeah. Then they stopped doing it, and the kids all chilled out.
Yeah.
They start doing it again. The guys all fucking do it again. It was awesome.
That's part of the fun, the chants, the soccer chants. Oh yeah, and the songs. I've
never felt that before. That was
really
so cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't get that like in hockey. Like I've been in fights in the stands and stuff like that. Like I had a buddy when we were younger. We were the idiots, and I had a buddy who like literally grabbed a guy while he was skating by. Because he didn't like him, so he went over the mat or over the glass on him and just grabbed him. Fighting him on the ice.
Jeez.
It was a great night. He got kicked out. He got kicked out of the arena.
Absolutely.
No kidding.
Yeah,
he should be.
Yeah,
he should be.
No, you don't understand. So the one before, my buddy got jumped by the goalie, his brother, and the dad. So
fuck.
It was great, man. This fucking awesome.
It sounds like that was hockey though in the day.
But that's what we did. Like when I got to transition in between people like let's fight to have fun and I'm charging you, right? Like I was right on that right when that happened. And it was kind of a neat time in life because people would just fight to
saying, Derek, there's
if you go back, if you go back a ways too, there's been NHL games where fans will piss off hockey players, and remember the hockey players will climb over the glass and try and beat the shit out of a fan. Well, it's like, whoa!
The same as Ty Domi fight.
I know.
Well, see, okay, so Ty Domi, perfect example. I remember watching Ty Domi when he played for the Newmarket Saints, and he used to wear pink shoulder pads, and he would wear them on the outside of his jersey.
Right.
First person to say anything, he dropped his gloves and knocked him out.
Yeah.
Right? It was awesome.
Wow. Like, what's his name? Shorzy?
Don't Ty Domi.
Ty. Oh, I see. He's making fun of. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
sorry. You have not watched Letterkenny, obviously.
No.
I think it's something you need to do.
I don't really watch TV per se. Like if I'm gonna watch
something, I know
it's gonna be a movie or
sport for me.
Yeah, something like they have these things behind the camera or something. Anyways, they like did F1, they do soccer, and it's literally you follow a team through the season.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like they do it with all the soccer teams. and then you get like the world teams, and it's pretty neat.
But if you get a good TV show like Letterkenny, you don't watch one episode a week like when they put it out. You watch it after, and you binge watch it. It's just like watching a movie, and it's great.
My last binge would have been like Sons of Anarchy. I've tried to binge the Mayans, which is the follow up to Sons, but I'm not in a binge place in my life right now.
Well, I do that with The Flash. You know, I used to watch like the Flash over like 10 months, whatever it was on, or 9 months. And you forget from week to week, right? So now I wait till like the whole season comes out just before Christmas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'll just watch it episode or 2 episodes in the evening or whenever. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I find it more entertaining doing that. Binge watching a show, right? You watch a whole season in 4 or 5 sittings, and you're good, right?
Yeah. And there's no commercials. Have you noticed that these episodes you thought were an hour long are like 20 minutes shorter?
Yeah, they're 42 minutes.
Okay, so The Flash was originally out along like in the 50s, right, or something?
Yeah, I think maybe very early 60s. Yeah.
So I remember it being on after Perry Mason, and it would be on Channel 3, and that would be in the 80s. So like it was CFT.
Flash.
Oh,
you're thinking of Flash Gordon, maybe?
KVR, I think. It was Flash Gordon. You're right.
You're thinking of Flash Gordon, yeah.
Right.
Because I'm confused about the new trailer. It's all about Flash, but then he goes,
the new
Batman.
Well, right, Flash. Yes. Now I can picture him with the lightning bolts.
Yeah,
and
that's
running,
right.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I was Flash Gordon.
No, it's confusing. It's confusing.
Yeah.
I think it was last year or the year before. I was out washing the van, right, in the driveway, and my neighbor across the street, Nico, he's going, Flash, the Queen song. Looking at the T-shirt, and I'm going, Nico, no, fastest man alive.
Yeah.
So it's easily confused. Yeah.
With the Flash, don't confuse him with the guy that had the same thing. He had the and he delivered flowers. Right?
No, that is mythical. Wait a second. That is oh my God, Osiris? No. Who is the flame? Oh my God, the marathon, the running god. Oh my God.
Terry Fox?
FTV guy.
Fox. No, it's Mercury. No, hang on. I know.
Wow.
Is it Mercury? Maybe. No.
Is it Mercury?
We're getting pretty deep here, folks.
Yeah, man.
Not really. We're talking about comic characters.
No, I don't think it's. I don't think it's Zeus.
It could be Zeus. No, Zeus was the god of war, wasn't he, or something?
Zeus is the god of all gods, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Up in Mount Olympus.
The god of thunder. No, the god. Yeah. No, Thor's
thunder.
The god of thunder.
All right. He was the god of something.
Yeah,
Zeus
come on.
I think Zeus is like the
lightning.
The big.
Who's the?
And do you know who Thor's brother is?
Thor's brother?
Go on.
Yeah. His name's Loki.
Oh,
Loki,
but he's a baddie, though, right?
Yeah.
He's
he
a
is.
baddie.
Yes.
Well, in my day, like, I mean, I'm going back. I mean, comics were the thing. We used to read comics.
Like, holy shit! How far you go? How far you go back, George? With the comics, black and white?
Not quite. Well, some of them were. The English ones were. The English comics were. I've got some here. But
they had a big Ico, right?
Yeah.
But you were either a DC guy. It's like the Beatles or the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
You were a DC guy, or you were a Marvel guy. And
that's
back
very
in the 60s.
Yes.
So I was a DC guy for sure. Like, what are you guys? Or were you guys still?
I was a Marvel guy.
I'm a Marvel guy.
Okay.
I'm a Marvel guy. Marvel's just
Junior?
more Crusher.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, Marvel. Is it 3-1 here?
It is now.
Oh,
Looks
no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
And then,
DC guy through.
Every single Marvel movie. Yes. Yeah. Every single Marvel movie you have to watch till the credits are over.
Oh, for the Stingers.
there's always something
A
after the
stinger.
credits.
They call stingers,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well,
They started that.
When we were like you guys, well, you will remember Derek when we were on Heiko. You remember when we were on Reality Radio 101
Yes.
that Del was very much into the Comic Cons.
Yes.
He used to go and take his Austin Powers car and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he'd go to the Comic Cons. Yes.
And I thought, like, these people are just like, what's it all about, right? I would never go of my own volition, but I ended up going to quite a few of these between, like, you know, the Reality Radio 1 and
It's a big deal.
And they're fantastic.
It is. It's and the way I relate it now is, you ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they go
those guys, right? Those guys.
Yeah.
You look at them and you go Comic-Con and you go, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, because me too, I was not like, I read comic books when I was younger. I collected them and stuff, but Comic-Con, I thought, oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Yes.
And I went, and it was cool, but that's where I don't want to say the wrong thing, all the crazies hang out. All the comic nuts, all the people that are just into comics, that's where they go.
That's because they don't have a social life, Heiko, so that's why it's so popular. They don't have any friends. And I kind of like the idea that they all get a chance to live the comic.
Yeah. Well, the first one I went to was, I think it was in Burlington, and we were next to, like, She-Ra from Masters of the Universe. Her costume must have cost a small fortune, but she just looked like She-Ra. It was just like, wow, I've got a few pictures with her as well. It was just, and then people are just wandering past. You look up and there's Green Lantern or Spider-Man, you know.
Well, people all have their favorite characters and they dress up. It's almost like Halloween for comic books.
I would tell anybody, if there's one thing you go to at least one Comic-Con, get a chance, because it's so you go into a whole different world.
It's awesome.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
It is.
And these people wander around, and then first of all, I thought,
go and participate.
It's like
dress up.
Sandra will get back to you in a sec. But like you see walking past and you go, it'd be great to have a picture with them, right? But they might be a bit. They love it. That's the whole point of them being there.
Mm-hmm.
They want those selfies with everybody. It's just a great experience. So if you've never been to one, check out at least one Comic-Con. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And yes, I do remember Rupert the Bear. I've got a whole bunch of his annuals from the 50s and 60s, 70s and 80s upstairs.
Oh, God, really?
No, I am
What's
total nerd.
Something English and weird you remember? Like, I remember Dr. Demento. What is something that equal to that over on the other side of the pond?
Dr. Demento, where's he from?
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. You don't know Dr. Demento. Okay.
Well, I know the
radio
name.
Personality.
So, Dr. Demento used to play, like, all the songs, like, the weird songs, like Lola, and Yoda, you know what I mean? Like, that.
Yeah.
He would play all, what
do you call those? It's not the actual song. It's a spin-off of the original.
Okay.
Yeah, my God, a spoof of it.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Weird Al Yankovic did those too.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of Lola, he would do Yoda and that kind of stuff. It's a funny version of the original.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really have a Weird Al or a Dr. Demento in the UK. Something like when I was, coming through.
Yeah, Benny Hill.
Okay, so Benny Hill is another one that I watched. So growing up, I had 3 channels, 5 to 7 on a good night, right? And Benny Hill was like, that was it. I had Benny Hill and what was the other one?
After Benny Hill or before?
It would have been before Benny Hill.
On the buses.
No.
On the buses. Red Giovanni.
I remember what was on after Benny Hill.
Yeah. What was on after Benny Hill?
I don't know if you guys ever remember this guy, David
yes,
Allen. at
Sandra.
large.
Yeah, but it's a bit touchy subject that these days.
What?
Who did you say?
Robertson's Jam. Yeah.
After Benny Hill was Dave Allen,
Oh, yes.
And-
Yeah.
right? You
Oh,
remember
Dave
him?
Allen. Yeah.
Yes.
May
and he
God
was
go
like
with
a
you. Yeah.
stand-up comedian. He sat on his chair with his little drink,
Whiskey.
and,
Yeah, his Irish whiskey.
yep.
Yeah.
and he would tell stories, and
He used to
I
knock
love that
religion,
show.
didn't he? He used to really go at religion and things.
He would beat on politics and religion. He would beat it senseless.
Yeah.
You want to know one of my favorite guys is Paul Harvey. Do you remember him?
Mr.
I
Bean.
do.
Yeah.
That's the
Radio.
rest of the story.
Yeah.
I listened to him for years. I would drive home with my dad coming from work, and every night it would be on, right? We just listened to the little, 2-minute blurb that he would do, or 5 minutes.
Can I share my favorite Paul Harvey story real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Paul Harvey would come on, of course, because we had him at the radio station. So he would come on and say, "Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, well, the gentleman that wasn't too bright this evening, well, here's what happened. He seen his victim. He eyed her out. He ran. He picked up the pace. He grabbed her purse. He was gone. He ran. People saw him, ran after him. He decided that, oh my gosh, he's going to get caught. The police were starting to run after him. He decided then he was going to elude the people that were chasing him. He ran into a baseball tournament that was going on. Problem, he got busted. You know why? It was a police baseball tournament. Paul Harvey, good day.
Very good.
Anyway.
Yeah. Paul Harvey. Oh no, it's just great. He's great.
I tell you, it just reminded me when I was leaving England. I didn't bother because I was weeks away from my, your sticker, your license plate sticker, the equivalent. We used to have them in the window of cars over there. I thought there's no point in renewing it because I'm only here for another 2 weeks, and I'll be gone. Right, it doesn't matter. So I didn't bother. So I had this expired tax sticker, as we called it, and a friend of mine used to do a lot of work for the Greater Manchester Police, and they're having this lunchtime gig. I think they're giving awards out or something like that. And the police headquarters in Manchester is a place called Chester House. And I'd filled in a few gigs, right? So I'd done a few for the police with my friend Lawrence. And so I'm there. I'm at police headquarters, right? And I'm, go in and I go, I'm George for the, the lunch awards or whatever. And I go, oh, great. Come on in. And this officer comes out and he's like, we'll open the big doors for you. And he's like, and I'm going, that's okay. I'll bring it in off the curb. He went, no, we'll bring it off. And he's like, no, come on, we'll guide you in. And they're like guiding me in. And I thought, here I am backing into police headquarters in the centre, of Manchester. And I've got this, and he's behind me at the moment. I thought, as soon as he comes in front and goes, hang on, this is like a month out of date. He's like, keep coming. I said, no, I'm fine here. He goes, oh, no, keep it coming, George. You're fine. Keep it coming. You know what I mean? And I thought, well, this is just crazy. It's the most ridiculous situation to be in, But they didn't spot it. I think I might even told him in the end or whatever. He says, we don't care about that.
Yeah.
So,
because he asked me why I do it. I said, because.
Pickleball.
Listen, hey, hang on, Derek. I'm going to stop you right now. Okay, you motherfucking pickleballers can fuck right off, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I'm serious. This is getting ridiculous. Two things. The last couple of mornings, listen to this. 6 a.m. in the morning, they're playing outside of my bag. You can piss off. Hang on, I'm not 6 a.m. in the morning. Now, so the other night, I decided to go over to enjoy that beautiful moon that was out there. At 10:45 in the fucking evening, people are out on the fucking courts with their own lighting playing pickleball at 10:45, Heiko, at night. So you pickleballers right off.
Junior,
I haven't heard a word you said, so I'm going to put on my headphones now because I'm betting it was just like a little chihuahua.
Yeah. I have a plan, buddy, Junior. You get us a couple of drinks,
Yes.
and I'm gonna come down with my slingshot and a bag of BBs,
Hey there.
and we're gonna
Okay,
fix those pickleballers.
So,
No,
so what
I'm
happened with
really
your
joking
pickleballers?
about it,
They
but
were
I'm
playing
not.
late at night.
No, but
Hey?
again, listen. I don't mean, of course, I'm just joking about it, but literally, guys, Derek, 6 a.m. in the morning, and people have been at 10:45 at night bringing their own lights and using their car lights to play fucking pickleball at that time of night. Now, then I would take that little unit you're talking about, Heiko, and start shooting it. It doesn't bother me. I just find it's become just a little bit nuts with those two things. I woke up to it. I thought I was going crazy. I'm going, am I hearing pickleball? I look at my phone. It's 6:05. I'm hearing things. I get up early anyway, so I go out.
Hey.
And sure as shit, there's two people playing pickleball.
Check,
Now, 6:05, 6:10 in the morning.
check
I'm going,
your noise. Check
oh
your
my
noise
God.
ordinance. Check your noise. Your bylaw.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
It's become
Junior, you can have the camera rolling, and you can film them. They'll be playing pickleball, and every once in a while, their leg, their arm. I'll hit them with the BBs, and they'll think it's mosquitoes.
But
We'll fix them.
Don't get me wrong. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. Also, I was, of course, as you guys seen the posting, Heiko didn't. I went over. Derek invited me to his cottage there a couple of weeks ago.
Nice.
So I went over and we chatted and whatnot. So the better news is, like I said, I want to try pickleball. I'm dead serious, as I mentioned to Derek. But speeding forward, I did get permission that I started working out last week. So because of the pick is gone out of my arm, look at that. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
So I went out Thursday or Friday and started swinging a golf club.
Cool.
Nice. Good for you, buddy.
So I'm getting
because that's one thing you're good at, right?
So
that's one thing he likes doing.
Well, you lose a lot of your muscle mass, guys, because you can't do anything. That's what's the downside.
You do.
Yeah.
And I've always kept myself reasonably toned. So yeah, I just felt good. But you guys did get the good news, right? On the 24th, Junior rang the bell.
Yeah.
Rang the bell on the 24th, guys. So.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll definitely be ready to try some pickleball, Derek. So,
yeah. Well, that net there is a portable net, so I can take it wherever I want to go and set it up. And as you saw, it's only that big.
Yes. I'm having a vision, guys. Oh, I know. Yeah, there it is. Hang on. I'm having a vision, Derek, on your
George. Where's your drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Since that's a portable net out on your road, we'll take it out there, and instead of road hockey, it'll be pickleball, and then it'll be move the net. Move the net.
when I was younger, this is in case if anybody who's younger is watching this, maybe they're watching it later on in life or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you want to do stuff like that, like play hockey or whatever, go to like something like that. Go to a church parking lot. Go to,
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to play on the road. Go to a school parking lot.
Or a schoolyard or something. Right?
Schoolyards don't have any playgrounds in them anymore, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what you do? You think of something and just go out and do it. You know what I did on Saturday? I drove my snowmobile on my gravel driveway on Saturday because I just needed a fix.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need
how many drinks was it before, Heiko?
I was good. I think I had one.
Okay.
Yeah.
A gravel. Was that
get that
damage?
You know what it was? After I got off, you do this, you go
2-stroke.
Right? 2-stroke motor oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love it. So
Mhm.
so I've got an MX Deluxe, right?
Yeah.
And I think the carbs are a little bunged up on it.
Right.
I got to take that shit apart. That stuff's they're
Well,
not they have, I'm guessing it's like an air filter on the
yeah.
carb.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a whole plastic thing besides
Yeah.
the air intake.
Yes.
If you talk to Russian people, they'll tell you how to fix it. You don't have to take anything apart. Just pee in the gas tank and you're good. It's all good.
Well, so I don't talk
All
to
that
that many
vodka?
Russian people.
Yeah.
Talking of peeing, I'll tell you what, is it one
Oh,
from the archives there, right? I think it was 1978, 79, something like that. And me and a friend were DJing this club, and it's February in England. It's damp, right? So
Mhm.
the locks on your car are always freezing. You know what I mean? You can't get
Yeah.
your key in, right?
Oh yeah.
This is the northwest of England, right? And I'm like, Kevin Webb was his name, and like Kevin is a very good friend of mine. I went, like, blah blah. We've done this gig and together, and I'll come out and go, Kevin, can't get the doors open, and I'm, de-ice is in like inside, right? He goes,
Oh, yeah.
George, this is what you do, and that was it. It worked, Yeah, trick of the trade, that one. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
yeah. The Candlelight Club in a place
how
called
have
Oldham.
you guys been? How have you guys been? How have you guys been?
Been good.
Awesome.
I was in Port Perry on the weekend.
All right.
Oh right,
And,
right.
yeah, it
Really?
was, yeah.
Colonel Mustard's.
What did you tell me? I was just down the road.
Where's
I
the pictures?
I
There's
tell
the photos.
I tell you every week.
You didn't tell us last
The
week.
Monday before.
No, you didn't.
No,
You didn't tell
mention
us.
it last week.
Oh yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah, I told
We
you.
were
didn't.
looking for something to do on Saturday, and
Yeah,
where I
well, you
was
came to Colonel
10 minutes
Mustard's.
away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Good job, Derek.
Does that make you like the son
And
of a
this
bitch?
Saturday we're in Whitby.
Brock Brewery.
Yeah.
Someone was
This
asking, is it a
Saturday?
private event? Was that Kathy or who was asking about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, someone was asking about it. Was it a private event you're doing in Whitby?
No. Well,
It's a Brock, right?
they're hosting it, so yes, but no.
Yeah.
They're hosting it. We're playing, so it's Brock Street Brewery.
Oh, great. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it something? Is it something private or is it just
Well,
it wouldn't be there, no.
It's they're hosting it. We're
okay.
It's their Friday night party.
Or was that Friday or Saturday?
So it's Friday, not Saturday.
June 9th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brock Street, June 9th.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now he's actually written it down, so there's no excuse there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping.
Look,
coast is
that's
clear
the
of-
that's the one where we can get together. Hey, Ringo? Can
Yeah.
I get a thumbs up,
I don't
Ringo?
know. I don't know where Ringo went.
All right.
We can't see Ringo.
Well,
Yeah, I can see Ringo.
speaking of getting together, I had one of our great fans also say that we need to get together, and he wants us to get together at his place,
Oh,
and that is Country Stop Burger. I was talking to Danny.
Yeah.
Yep. I had so much stuff going on. I have so much to do, and I wanted to go to for a bike ride to the Bob Cajun Bike Fest,
Yeah,
but I couldn't make it out because I just got so much going on. And I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous. So I called my other buddy up that has a bike. Said, "Come on, man, we're going to go for breakfast." And I went down and we had breakfast at Country Stop Burger. Oh my God! I'm telling you, I couldn't finish it. I had what they called a sausage scrambler.
Oh,
okay.
So it's like peppers, onions, breakfast sausage, everything all chopped up, and it's in the scrambled eggs.
nice.
Oh,
And they make a bed of home fries, which are
Yeah.
so crispy, right? And then they put all the egg and sausage stuff on top of that, like a mound, and then four slices of toast. And that's your plate. That's breakfast.
Gee.
It's like,
You
holy
can't eat all that.
shit.
Oh, well, look at
Oh.
that. Look, we're just
That
talking.
is
Look at that. Look who's
Yeah.
there, man. That's awesome. Danny. Glad you made it, buddy.
Yeah, so that's Country Stop Burgers again, Highway 48 in Ballantrae, Ontario.
And
Just out by
I'm telling you,
Musselman's Lake. You're out there hanging
yes,
out.
what a
Well,
great
now-
freaking breakfast! Great breakfast. And,
Well,
and
see,
seeing
now you got-
Danny's smiling face first thing in the morning, it's nothing like it.
You want to know what I used to do in Musselman's Lake? I used to dirt bike out in Musselman's Lake a lot.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's where a bunch of my buddies we used to. So in that area is a lot of gravel pits where I grew up, right? So we used to go from Musselman's Lake over to Goodwood, and there's like 5 gravel pits that we rode in, and abandoned gravel pits that we rode in for years. So you go to the one with like the biggest, cleanest quarry, and we'd ride. And then you get all dusty and shit because you're in a sand pit basically. And then you jump into the quarries, clean off.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, man. They're
it's cool. Danny, you guys know where the place is. You've seen it, but he was telling me a really cool story. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but it was recently. He's attached to like a corner store, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of people showed up at the corner store, and they kind of mocked it up to make it look like a pub.
Yeah.
And they were filming. And what it was, it's a Canadian singer. She's from Quebec. Her name's, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Rev, but it's Reve, and it has a accent aigu, right?
Yeah. Are you serious? Was it accent aigu, not accent aigu?
No, it's
Does that
aigu.
mean dream or something?
I don't know. I don't know her personally, like her music and stuff, because that's not my kind of music that I listen to.
Yeah.
But she's doing very well, Canadian artist. And they were doing some shooting next door, and they went out in the back in the grass field and all that stuff. And then Danny was telling me there was like the crew was all there, the film crew, like everybody was there. It was like 40 people.
Wow.
And they were getting hungry, so they went into Country Stop Burger to get something to eat. And once they went inside, all the checker plate aluminum we put up and the signs and everything, like it's really a place. You walk in there and you think you're back in the 50s, 60s at a diner, right?
Yes.
The flip up chairs and the tables and everything. And they just loved the place. So they started talking to Danny and his wife, Michelle, that were there. Do you mind if we take some pictures? There, that's her right there. So I don't know how you pronounce it, but I would call her Rev or Reeve. But
Rev.
that's her.
It's okay. So it's the V above the E, the first E, whatever
that's
that is.
Accent.
I think it translates as dream.
Accent aigu is like this.
Yeah, it's called a circumflex or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's okay. It's not like a circumcision or anything like that.
No.
It could just be her making it look cool too, right? So.
Yeah. So they go to Country Stop Burger to eat, and they start asking if they could take some pictures because the place is so cool. And then Danny had his Corvette convertible outside, so they asked if they could have pictures with the car, and then she asked if she could sit in the car, and blah blah blah. It just went on, and what they wound up doing is they wound up shooting footage for her new up and coming video.
Nice.
How cool is that? So they were there all evening till the wee hours of the morning, shooting video inside and outside Danny's restaurant at Country Stop Burger.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the footage he had on his phone. It looks pretty cool. So the video's coming
Country
out
Stop Burger,
soon.
Highway 48, Ballantrae.
So just out of the blue, all these people show up and they eat, and then they start doing video footage, right?
Nice. Yeah.
When you hit the roundabout, go right.
So is Country Style Burgers going to be in the video? We have to watch out for that.
Well, definitely the scene where she's sitting at a table. You see the aluminum checker plate on the walls. You see the tiled floor that we did, and the old classic 60s style flip up chairs and tables. And
but you can't tell me. Okay, I'm not so much anymore, but I used to be a car guy, and I was the guy who was like out washing his car and all this time. And I've seen Danny's car, right? Danny's got a nice white van, right? Sorry, I don't know if you wanted me to say that. Sorry. Danny's got a nice car. he's not gonna let her just sit in his car without putting his fucking sign in that video.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure
where
he's not gonna
where
do
he
that.
parks his car, it's right in front of the restaurant, and then there's a sign over here too. So
there, yeah. Well, it
They
should be
gotta
that.
stand in from up here and go, "Ooh, country stop."
That's right.
Ballad train.
It should
be
It's
that.
going to be a 640 or 649 number.
Yeah.
But what a cool thing to happen, eh? Have an artist, the Canadian artist, come and start shooting video in your restaurant. Like that's awesome for upcoming video that they're doing.
Yeah.
And they loved it so much that they told him we're going to be back. And they're from Quebec, but they're going to come back to Country Stop Burger because they just love the restaurant so much.
Up here a lot. There's a lot of smaller labels in Quebec that they just don't have here in Ontario. It's weird.
So
Really?
what label was it? Do you know, or what?
No, I don't know anything about that. It's all quiet right now because the video's not been finished and released.
Danny, you're on. Tell us what. Who
Danny
are we
must know.
talking about?
I'm sure he provided him with some food and got some.
Her name is Reeve.
Rev.
Rev.
I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Reve.
Maybe.
Rev. There you go.
But if you put in REVE, just type it in and boom, she comes right up.
Right.
Universal. So she's
Okay.
on
Yeah.
major.
Oh, on Universal. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Again, not the kind of music I listen to, but she's probably very popular with today's crowd.
Yeah. Hey.
So, yoo-hoo!
Was it like
And-
dancey stuff? Was it like dancey or poppy, or was it?
Well,
what was it?
Yeah.
Why don't
yeah.
I just look that up and I'll find out?
Oh, here it is, here. So
got it right
Brianna Donalano, known as Rive, is a Canadian
Rive.
singer-songwriter signed with Universal Music Canada.
Yep.
Her single "Control Alt Delete" was certified gold in 2022.
Oh, wow.
Oh, neat.
What's gold in Canada? 100,000 sold?
100,000.
Here, I'll find out. Hey, Siri.
Contacted by TMZ after her video hit 100,000.
Gold would
views.
be 500,000 these days, wasn't it?
Uh,
No, can't be that. Junior, you should know this. What's gold in Canada?
1 million.
Still?
Yes.
Is it still
should be. 1 million. I don't think they would change that number.
allowing for inflation?
No. Well, COVID might have messed it up. It's 845,000 now.
She's got dance recording of the year.
Are you guys trying to find something of hers?
Gold certification.
Big Boom 2023 single.
But how cool is that, to have an artist just stumble into your restaurant
Yeah,
and just love it and get food for everybody, and then all of a sudden we love this place, we're going to start shooting video here.
That's nothing new though for Danny. I mean, Ringo's been there a few times, so there's your.
Yeah, and I took pictures. That's almost as good as video, right?
That's right.
You got it.
Fuck, I even went in looking for a funky monkey.
So and here we go again. Danny asked me, he goes, when are you guys going to come here and do a live show?
The
He
reunion.
wants us to do a show at the restaurant.
Yeah, you have to bring Rad over there, Derek.
Well, you'll have to get in touch with the management. I think we're booking into September now.
Have his people call his people. I guess.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Well, I'll come along and do the. We're taking a 5-minute break, 15-minute break, which means half an hour in musicians' terms, right?
Right.
So,
Come on, that's easy enough to do. There's a guy sitting right there that has a great copy band, and of course Ringo, the voice of an angel, can jump in on what he's got. That's
right.
You have another guy that can handle a little bit of the sound. I might know an MC host. So Who's sitting on their fucking
We
hands?
could
It's done.
we could do some karaoke tracks.
That
George.
too, exactly, Ringo.
Croaky. I can do croaky.
Yeah,
I got 2 songs that I can do.
you guys do.
So
when
and
you guys do your
he's
shows,
he's
right?
got
Oh, every
they
time.
got stuff happening now at Country Stop Burger. Like not this past weekend, but the weekend before, they had the Corvette Club show up.
That's great.
All the old Corvettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my buddy
I
used to
talked.
be in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking to. He's going to be doing it throughout the summer.
Yeah.
They want us out there, do some live stuff from there. And Danny and I are talking about trying to get a burnout contest to happen at the restaurant.
Oh man, I'd love that. So this Sunday, my daughter had a baby gender reveal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
and
And a
Oh.
burnout. Nice. Is that your car, Derek?
No.
hang on. What color's the smoke?
Wait.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
boy,
Looks kind of blue.
Yeah, it was blue. Yeah. Yeah. That was 84 Monte Carlo.
Nice.
I had one of those in
Yeah.
'84.
okay,
Yeah. That kid bought that car when he was 15,
right.
Mhm.
and he's had it ever since. And yeah,
Nice.
I was like,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Grandpa,
Huh?
we're gonna be a grandpa.
I am.
Wow.
I'm a
Wow.
grandpa.
Hey, Grant.
I'm gonna be that cool grandpa.
Mhm.
So, listen,
I'm
guys,
looking
I
forward
would
to
like
it.
some breaking news from Junior Leclerc.
All right.
What? You got some breaking news?
I do.
What's that?
I'll be joining Indies Records on their platform in 2 weeks.
Indie Records.
They're out of the St. Thomas, London area. Ken is the driver of the company. He's also a publisher. Ringo may be versed on who he is by saying one of his who he signed on as publisher. He has Brian Vollmer from Helix.
Yeah.
It's Indies Records is the name of the actual record company and publishing company.
Wow.
I'll be joining their platform as co-host in 2 weeks.
Cheers! Congratulations.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
buddy. That's nice.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about it.
Very good.
Well, we're going to cover a lot of the Ontario area, which was different from the politely last platform.
Mhm.
It makes more sense. I'll be polite with that. So we have a lot that we're going to be covering, and of course, the new up and coming artists. They are very versed on signing and giving them a boost. And of course, the obvious is interviewing the rock stars that we know of, and so on. I'm very excited to join in as co-host with these guys coming up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Brian is part of the organization, or is it band?
Well, he's actually on the air. He was doing some co-hosting as well, the odd time, Ringo. But no, the owner again, Ken is his name. He owns a publishing company. So one of his primaries is Brian Vollmer. So
Okay.
he does get on the show every night.
Nice.
He's actually going to be on this Wednesday. That's just one of those that are signed on with Indies Records. Once you guys check out the show sometime, I can give you more. I only know so much right now. We've been in conversation about why I would want to be joining in with these guys.
So is that something that's out London way, or is that you can do that remotely?
Actually, Derek, but they cover a lot of the London area, which is kind of the idea in our home province, and why I wanted the home province for now of Ontario, as opposed to the last platform. So he's going to cover, of course, the West End in live music and such. And of course, I'm from let's just say Rockville, from Toronto, going east. Yeah.
I think Helix counted their lucky stars that Motor City Maniacs opened for them in Oshawa. 'Cause
They're back on tour,
Yeah.
eh?
they sold a total of 23 tickets. So,
That's why they're back on tour, Derek.
with.
no,
Wow.
we sold a couple hundred, but they,
Yes.
you know, anyway.
Yeah,
It's all
so no,
good.
I'm looking forward to that as well, and back to shows. I was saying earlier, Ringo, as you might have seen, I rang the bell, and the health is
Yeah,
getting
I saw
better.
that.
My hair is growing back health wise, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad about that as well.
Excellent.
Nice. And speaking of all that stuff too, last week we had Ben on our show for the Ride for Dad, which is
that
for
was
awareness
good.
for prostate cancer.
Oh, right, okay.
The next morning, I went to the lab and had a PSA test done,
Right.
and my doctor called me today with the results. 0.3, so I'm just fabulous.
Awesome.
Get it done, boys. Get it done. It's just a little bit of blood in a vial, and you pay a couple of bucks, and they can detect early stages of cancer.
Yeah.
And the
I
one
had
thing,
found that about 2 months ago.
the one
so.
thing I didn't know, I don't know if we talked about this on the show last week. I think we did. Is that the prostate is a place in men where a lot of cancer starts.
I think this is where
It'll
we
start
lost
in the
our
prostate.
listeners, actually.
It
It'll
spreads.
it'll go to the blood. It'll go to the
Yeah.
bones. It'll go to an organ or whatever, and
Right.
later then you'll have whatever kind of cancer. But if they can
Our
catch it
listeners
in your
are
prostate,
dropping,
it's
faster
okay.
than
It's a 95% chance
Yeah.
of curing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ride is
So-
this Saturday, right? The actual ride.
It's this Saturday. If any of you guys want to sponsor me for the ride, you can e-transfer me a couple of bucks. That would be cool. But yeah, it's this Saturday. And for anybody that's listening and is interested in riding, it's at Blackstock Motorsports. That's where we start and finish. And you can just show up with your bike and
Where's
register there.
Blackstock Motorsports for anybody that might be
It's
listening?
just
Highway
north of you,
57.
George. It's just north of
57.
Bowmanville. You go
Yep.
straight up Highway 57. It's on on 57.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
south of Port Perry.
As you're headed, yeah, Port Perry.
Yeah. For anybody that wants to go
You
for
know,
a nice
yeah.
ride for Dad.
Yeah.
And Father's Day is next weekend, right? So there you go.
Oh, geez, really? Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Well, come on. All fathers should know that. I
Yeah,
certainly
You
do.
know, sadly though, I mean, when I got mine done, I was kind of counting on the finger, right? So
Yeah.
well, you know what? There are doctors that still do that. Woo-hoo-hoo. And
Yeah.
if they find your prostate a little bit enlarged, then
you know what?
you
Though?
get
Do
the
you know
next
what?
one.
I
What?
can see that happening, right? Like your doctor, you go.
I don't
in,
even need to do it.
The doctor, gets his glove. Maybe he doesn't use a glove. Who knows? But
No, but
lubes
that was
up.
the whole point when Ben was on last week. That's what he's saying. That particular test, they're just looking for enlargement, not for hardness.
So
Right.
They
And
lube up.
that's the big issue, right? That
Yes.
test does not show you hardness.
Right.
Thanks, Kathy. Fist. Yeah, I know. It used to always be, they would say, oh, you just
There
get
we
the
go.
finger. Well, my doctor always used his thumb because it was
You
like,
want one or two knuckles, right?
I'm not sure what my doctor used, but he had both his hands on my shoulders.
There you go. I was waiting for that one.
You sure he was your doctor?
wow.
Oh, it wasn't a van that said free candy and prostate exam.
Yeah, so just get it sorted, guys.
Well, Kathy
we can
said
laugh
it.
about it. It's there's no stigma attached, really.
No, look what I did for 20
Oh dear.
There you go.
Test today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yep.
in all seriousness, it's a good idea to get it done. But I can see a lot of legacy doctors who like doing the test, probably,
Yeah.
saying, getting the glove or not getting the glove on.
It's
but
like,
doing
come
it,
here.
and then afterwards saying, "Oh, you realized you could have got a blood test, right?"
That's right. Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been as fun.
But my finger's nice and warm.
Yeah.
And you know what? Really, they could almost diagnose right in the office, right? Because if it hurt like hell, it was,
Well,
You want to
or was it a hemorrhoid?
A lot of doctors can diagnose you just by looking at your eyes.
So George, I got to ask you: are they looking? You said they were looking for hardness.
Yeah, that's what Ben said. Yeah.
So where does everything get hard?
On the
I
inside.
don't know.
Of the
It's
wall.
just for. I guess it's like you whatever is down
The
there.
prostate. They feel the prostate gland, and if it's hard or enlarged,
They can check for enlarged, but they
scaly,
can't check for constituency. That's the point, right?
Right.
So the patient doesn't get hard.
So it might not be enlarged, but it might be,
Well, you want to know something? If you rub it
as long
the
as it's
right
a
way,
finger,
I know, Derek.
Come on,
Derek
Ringo.
knows all about it.
That's funny.
But yeah,
All right. Speaking of funny,
but I'm gonna say it again. You guys all know how to get a hold of me. So if you're interested in sponsoring the Ride for Dad, please contact me and send me an e-transfer, and I'll put it up. See, I have my form right here. Ride for Dad.
Are you pagan?
There. And we'll take her there. I got to get her done.
Nice.
I'm still fixed on this fist Kathy's talking about.
I'm also. I know. She's just all the way girl. Like the hell with the finger. Do it right. Do it right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Do it like a true Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. I'm glad I'm half British then.
Yeah.
Hey Ringo, why are you bow-legged? Oh, I don't know.
Have you ever seen those rubber hands that are made for writing?
Yeah.
They're for holding a pencil.
Yeah.
What do you use
Oh,
them
come on.
for?
Come on.
So what was it? So what was the first record you ever bought then?
Yeah, there you go.
No.
We're on the subject.
Hike, you gotta see. Oh, who do we got here?
What? What's that?
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah, that's for sure. We've come to that conclusion.
Okay, yo,
Wow. And we got this now near the end of the show. Holy shit.
Where were you 10 minutes ago?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're gonna have to do the extended mix
let's talk
tonight.
about this. So if the Earth is not round, the Earth is flat, and space is fake.
Of course. Totally agree.
Yeah. No, I can't see why there wouldn't be. I agree. It's just like we have like an Arctic wall around us.
That's right.
The Clintons are hooked up with the reptilians.
Yep.
And they're into all like that's like the stealing all the Haitian babies and stuff like that.
Right.
That's right.
And
all this evidence is documented through NASA
and
videos.
Bogan, listen.
Well,
we had
all government parties.
We had a flat Earth guy on the show, and he was awesome.
Mr. David Weiss, yes, great.
Yes,
actually,
he was awesome.
You want to know something? I was 110% not a flat earther before David Weiss came on, and I am still not a flat earther. But boy, did that gentleman ever put up good argument. You listen to the guy and you want to believe him.
Every single thing we brought to the table or the questions he asked, he had a statement or a fact or a video to prove it.
It wasn't necessarily a fact. It didn't have facts.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
you're right.
it was. Okay. Call it what you want it. It was what they call a true statement.
For it.
Yeah.
He had something for it.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what about that. Check out David Weiss with a professor where he goes, if you do the YouTube thing, just check out when he's actually talking to a professor. And
Yeah.
the whole, what I loved about David Weiss, he's quite obvious, he's quite blatant. He goes, "Well, I'm coming here, but I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not trying to do anything, not selling any tickets. But here's my latest book, and my latest convention is happening on such and such a date." Yeah.
Well, hey.
Jesus, Ringo
I
has
was
the
a
hand.
doctor, right? I was one of these backyard doctors.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I see
this
that.
Was this was my testicle checker.
Anal exfoliator.
And, you can use it for all kinds of things. Obviously, to Kathy's point, this would be called the fist, right?
Oh,
You know
God.
what I would
Ringo.
use that for?
I have no
I
idea.
would just
why
put
I
it
have
on her back, and I would go like this with it, and it slowly moved down, so it felt like I was scratching her back for her.
Ringo, do you have a tickle trunk?
That is his tickle trunk.
You know
We
what?
don't want to go any farther than that.
Because all the shit he got the hat, he got the light bulb, he's got the hand, all the stuff he's got today, he must have a tickle trunk.
Right.
Oh my God. When Kathy mentioned fist, I'm like, well, wait a minute, where's that hand thing? And it's out in the kind of the kitchen, hanging with the pooper scooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember who had a tickle trunk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
Mr.
famous Canadian, yes, Mr. Dress Up.
Ernie Coombs.
Dress up.
Yep.
I met Ernie Coombs. His, I guess it was his niece or daughter worked at an office I was at in Oshawa, and he used to come over and pick her up once in a while, and
Yeah.
I'd go to lunch.
And
So I'm like,
he-
I was like in awe because it's Mr.
I knew where he lived. He lived on the Rouge Valley Road in Pickering. Yep.
He sure did.
hmm
He's a nice guy, really nice guy.
He was a great guy.
I didn't know what to say one day, and I was actually kind of I think it was like branch manager or something over there. I was like, so I, Casey and Finnegan, like what happened? Like, and I'm like, man, Casey, they just don't. There aren't actors like that anymore. Of course he's.
I know, eh?
But what happened? I mean, he never got old, right? And Finnegan, I mean, was a sock puppet.
Well, Casey had such a round.
All right, is there a
head.
point, or can we wrap this
Yeah.
up? Because it's after 11. I'm getting tired.
Oh my God, you pussy!
Are you really?
How will we ever? Are you guys gonna be able to do a show at Country Stop Burger?
No.
Derek's the youngest guy on here, and he's
Come on.
tired.
We gotta do it.
Yes. I've had a
Derek.
busy day.
You're not even 50 yet, and you're tired. What's
No,
wrong
I'm
with you?
not.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. This just
And you're a rock and roller. You lead the rock and roll lifestyle. You're a drummer.
yeah, he's a drummer.
And it's not. It's only just
And
11
I
o'clock.
stayed
What's
alive
wrong
this
with you?
long. By going to bed, getting up and going to work.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
even I'm older than you. I stayed for the whole show Saturday about the Eyes of Alice. I didn't leave there till 1:30. So what's wrong with you, Derek? And I'm older.
So one
I
day
didn't
my
finish
man
playing till 1:30
Jack, let's
Saturday.
check it out. Follow Derek on the road.
There.
The road.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're good. No, but you guys
All right.
have a really great idea. Like, I mean, this whole '80s thing, it's very entertaining. So we almost we talked about it on Saturday night, but it was a little late. We were watching the game in Ajax, and yeah.
Yeah.
So you're playing
Right on.
this weekend then, Derek? Or
Yeah, Friday night.
wow, you guys are playing like
tonight.
every weekend almost. Yeah.
Yeah. It's backing off now. This was our little run to hello.
So who's doing the bookings? Like,
Rob or myself.
oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well, you definitely have a good, great sound and good.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, hang on a second.
So
Well, it's that time. The show is about to end. So Heiko's going to go through the list of watchers and do our thank yous and our goodbyes. But we got a hell of an early morning start. That's right. We sit around all day long and we come up with ideas for the show. No, we don't. We don't do any of that. We just show up and talk about stuff, rando stuff, as it comes up, of course. Anyway, we'll see you next week on the Heikadelic Show.
Yeah.
Tin balls.
Is that our cue?
That's your key. Look, he's got a mouthful of fucking food. At least this time we didn't hear you opening it and going.
I know, eh?
Or the belt.
So, Derek,
Yeah.
tell everybody when your next show is.
Friday.
Friday.
Whitby, Brock Street Brewery, top floor.
Brock.
Take the
Which
elevator.
is June the 9th, correct?
June 9th, yeah.
Oh
All
my
right.
God! So that's this Friday then, right?
That's this
Yes.
Friday.
So I'm going
This
to be on
Friday
a
coming.
boat cruise Friday.
Oh, shit. You're going to miss
So if I show up, it'll be potentially, it might be late.
it. Yeah.
Maybe not be at all.
I'm at the
I
Rock
think this is
Pile
actually
again
an early
Saturday.
show. I think it was 7 or something.
Hmm.
Okay, so if anybody wants to see Derek's band play, they're freaking awesome. Be there. What did you say, Junior?
I'm
You
at the
got
Rock
something too?
Pile Saturday. I brought up my friends that on the show Barstools and Band Talk. They're coming up and visiting with me from Nova Scotia on the weekend, and we're going to the Rock
I think
Pile
I heard of those guys actually. Barstools
Yeah.
and
Band
Right.
Talk.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, back to the Rock Pile. I was just there last Saturday with Eyes of Alice too, so it's nice to get back and be busy again. So I'm looking forward to being healthy and back at it, guys.
good.
Good
Their
stuff, man.
drummer and their lead guitarist are phenomenal.
Well, Junior,
Yeah.
you're looking better. I mean, you're looking a little purple right now, but you do look. Your skin look, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
That's
Yeah,
the that's the ambiance, the lighting.
it's
Well,
purple.
yeah, it's good. I appreciate
Kinda
See,
it.
look
I look tan, but I haven't had a shower today, so
Well, that's
whatever.
good.
Okay, so again, I want to throw out there, anybody is hungry and wants something good to eat, Country Stop Burger's the place to go in Ballantrae. Look them up. They got amazing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this weekend, if you guys want to go for a ride for prostate cancer, it's the Ride for Dad, the Durham chapter. There's a lot of them all over Ontario, but go online, look up the Ride for Dad for Durham. Hopefully we'll see you out there. And you guys all rock. I love having you on the show. You guys are funny as fuck, you know that? And 2 of you keep wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
I also want to thank the fans who are part of the show. Again, today, number one was Kathy. And, it's still a toss-up. Did she beat Derek in the backside or what?
I think it was a
she
dead
did.
heat. I think it was a dead heat.
Dead heat.
Well, it's hard to say because
George-
sometimes there's a delay, right?
We had a steward's
Look-
inquiry, and it was like a dead heat.
Yeah.
Okay, George.
I thought it
I
was
want
by
you to-
nose originally to use
That's
horse
2.
racing.
I don't
gun.
I
support
want
that. I'm
you-
gonna get
I
that
think it was
fixed.
I
dead
want you
heat.
to look those both up,
Yeah.
George, for next week. Dead heat and by a nose. Look those both up and tell us what
okay.
those meanings are
I can do.
next week.
I can do
All
that.
right. So I want to thank Kathy, Keisha, Junior, Deborah, Sandra, Danny, and Bogan. And Bogan, next week, come on a little earlier, man, so we can have a chat.
Ooh, look at
Thanks,
that.
everybody.
Switch the
This hat matches your
I know.
perfectly.
You gotta put that hat on his head.
It's shiny too. 'Cause George, I think, would be very stylish.
I think so.
Well,
I
the
think it's
Flash
a great
movie's
idea.
coming out a week on Friday, on June the 16th. So maybe that's what I wear when I make my return to the theatre.
So you got to get that hat,
There you go. You better get it.
and then you got to get to the
Yeah,
theater all
fishy,
dressed up.
fishy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Get a
pretty
hold
much.
of me. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All
All you guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys all back here next Monday night at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show. Have a great week, and cheers till then.
Live long and
Woohoo.
prosper.
It's 11
Thanks, too.
as well.
That too.
Nice.
It works.
I can't do
Thanks, Junior, for coming on.
Yeah, cheers, Junior.
it. Thanks, Junior.
Okay, that's it. Hit the
That's
button,
it.
will you? What the hell?
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.